Fuck being miserable. I've spent the last many years of my life being miserable, being really unhappy, and thankfully that's changed now. But I'm just hoping that this video finds its way to someone else who's perhaps unhappy with their life, living miserably but doesn't know a way out. So here's a little context. Apologies, this video might be a bit cut up because I'm not very comfortable talking to a camera. In fact, I'm not very comfortable talking to anyone, especially about my feelings, and that is part of the problem of probably why I became so miserable in the first place. But here goes, so apologies if it's a bit chop and changing, but I'll do my best. I remember in April 24, so April last year, I'd been out the night before with some friends and I was really hungover, and I just remember waking up, and I'm not a spiritual person, I'm not religious, I mean all power to anyone who is, but I remember waking up and something was changed, something was different, almost like something had happened, my brain was rewired, and I remember feeling horrendous, really hungover, but there was one thing that was clear in my mind. It was very self-reflectionary, and my brain was telling me, Leo, why are you living so miserably? Why don't you choose to be happy? You know, like Ewan McGregor at Trainspotting, choose happiness. Almost like it was that simple. And I thought, why not? I think one of the big things of my unhappiness, leading a miserable life, was because I was unhappy, I'd used a kind of coping mechanism of shutting myself off, and that's shutting myself off to other people, shutting myself off to the world, and that was my way of getting through it. That's how I handled it. That's how I handled the pain. My depression was just by shutting off to the world, numbing myself to everything, and so I didn't get hurt. And that had a real detrimental effect on my life because I was just not speaking to anyone. At the time, I was working a really stressful job and doing 12-hour days, 60-hour weeks, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. And it was really tough work. And my way of getting through it was just by shutting myself off. I remember I'd wake up Monday morning and go, right, I've got 5 days to go till the weekend, till I can do what I want. And that's probably the only time I was truly happy. If, I was happy at all, even then. And then by Tuesday, it'd be like, great, 1 day off, 4 to go. And that went on and on and on. And now, I don't want to say this like I'm old. I mean, I'm only 27. But when you live your life like that, day by day, trying to just wish your life away, suddenly I've woken up 27. Shit. Why didn't I think of this when I was 18, Could have saved so much time, could have lived a much more fulfilling life up till then. But it's not how it works. This world works in mysterious ways, the good or the bad, Yeah, sorry, I'm so stuck, but I'm trying to be honest and vulnerable. It's probably it's the reason I've come to the woods. If you have a look around, it's just me and a camera and probably some animals, because I'm afraid of anyone witnessing this right now. I'm that scared of talking about my feelings. I've never really opened up to anyone about it, truly. I know it sounds cliche, but it's the whole, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. It's easier just to say you're fine than say how you truly are, because you don't want to pass on that burden of how you truly feel. But thankfully, I woke up on that day and I did feel different. And I said to myself, why don't you choose to be happier? And so I tried to. Now, why was I miserable? I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. I know others tell you not to, but I definitely compared myself to others, Where was everyone at their own particular age? I'd felt like I'd been in my career So I worked in television for 5 years and I was still on the same level, hadn't made much, if any, progress, and that was very frustrating, and I felt like I deserved something. I felt like I'd worked hard up to that point and wasn't rewarded for it. But then obviously, yes, you compare yourself to others, you see other people succeeding in life, and instead, it made me unhappy. I should have just been happy for them, but it's hard when you're in that position to do so. This made me very miserable from the outside. I'm sure people witnessing me at the time probably thought I was very unhappy. It made me very spiteful, very cynical. When I saw other people being happy, I cringed at it. I thought it was very cringe-worthy. It's people smiling, people happy, people showing affection. That was how miserable my life was, that I saw people choosing happiness and laughing at them. One of the things choosing to be happy was to stop being so cynical. That was one thing I could control. Choosing to be positive in scenarios instead of instantly jumping to the negative. But it's those things of tricking your brain into being happy. Old me would find this cringe, but it's as simple as waking up in the morning and affirming either out loud or just to yourself in your brain, today will be a good day, and believing it. I think it's so important to wake up each morning thinking and manifesting that it'll be a good one. I will succeed today. Today will be a good day. Doing these little affirmations, for me at least, really helped. It's about being positive, because that is one thing you can control. And then the next thing for me, it was learning. It's me terrified because I can see other people. Here comes the anxiety levels of the fear of people being able to listen into this. Because it is scary to me. This is terrifying. Doing what I'm doing, I'm not comfortable with this, but this is the next step. I really want to be a video creator, and by not making content, how will I ever get there? And I thought one of the best ways is to being really personal with my audience, showing them me in my truest form. I feel naked right now, but it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be this vulnerable and be comfortable living in this fear, because I'm not scared anymore. I am happy. I love life. Life is good. I think everyone should, come out in nature, smell the flowers. That's some shitty leaf. And just appreciate life, because life is good. Life is wonderful. It's beautiful. And I really mean that. I think we underestimate how much smiling each day makes a difference. Just by smiling, that big grin on your face, looking to others, the people in your street. I used to live in London, so I know what it's like. People don't say hello to each other. But having that positive look on your face, those little things, along with affirmation, it really helps. It really goes a long way to improving your life and making you feel better, feel happier in life. And I know this isn't a miracle cure. It's not going to be an easy road for anyone. On that same day that I woke up vowing to be happier, I also vowed to quit vaping. And it's been since April, and I haven't vaped since. And that's also been incredibly hard. I just tried to change a few things in my life that may have caused me to be unhappy, and things that I can control, and change it and try and live a better and more fulfilling life. The life that I really want to live, because I don't think there's a person in this world who doesn't want to be happy. And now I can actually say that I am happy. One of the big things for me was just finding happiness in the everyday life. So a lot of my aspirations in life were career orientated, or they were very big dreams. I want to be a filmmaker. I want to be a writer. I want to be a screenwriter. These things, they weren't going to happen tomorrow. They're not going to happen next week. They're probably not going to happen next year. They're long-term goals. And the part of the problem with very long-term goals if you've not got smaller goals to complete along the way, then you're going to feel very unfulfilled. And then in turn, that will make you sad and probably unhappy. And the problem with chasing dreams is, what if they don't happen? What if I get to that dream, I become a screenwriter, for example? It's my career goal, everything that I've worked towards, and then you get there, and what if you don't feel any happier? What if you don't feel any different? I mean, it's my brain now telling me I will feel different, but what if you don't? And then I thought about, well, why do I have to wait 10 years, let's say, and that's, optimistic, to be happy? Why can't I just be happy now? Why can't I be happy every day? And so I've tried my hardest to be happy every day, to appreciate the little things in life. I am very blessed. I'm in good health right now. I've got my family, I've got my friends, I've got the lovely nature. I'm in Gloucestershire, England, and the weather's wonderful, it's not raining. Life is good. I'm about to go travelling. I'm going to Thailand, which I'm really looking forward to, and I'm going to bring you guys with me. So look out for some videos over there. I don't want to get to a point in life where I feel like I'm a failure, because if you enjoy it every day, you're not a failure, you're living the life you've always wanted. And I know that might be a bit sad for anyone who's got these massive goals. I do not think that massive goals are a bad thing. I think they're a really good thing and healthy thing to work towards. And I still have my dreams. Those dreams haven't changed. But if you are unhappy on the search to succeed with your aspirations, then what are you doing? There's a few things that are really important. It's having a good foundation, a support group around you. Now, I've literally been talking to you about how I can't talk about my feelings to anyone, and that is true. I didn't get through this by sharing my feelings. I mean, I did by writing them down, but that's how it worked for me. I guess by talking to this camera right now, I'm helping do that. But I'm in a really good place right now. I feel very happy and sure of myself, which that kind of clarity I haven't felt in years. I really hope this ramble has helped someone, and that it didn't feel like rambling. I really hope that someone finds value in the points that I'm making, and if people do, I'm certainly happy to make more videos like this. I do actually really want to become a positive influence on other people. I think it's really important to have positive influences around you, and for people that don't have them, let's talk about it. Let's talk about these hard-hitting topics that I'm scared of talking about, because why not? There's value in living in fear, in being vulnerable. Talking about these things is incredibly important, and I hope you can talk about yours. I hope you can find your outlet, whether it could be you talking to a friend about this, or you doing what I'm doing right now. Put a camera in front of your face, press record, and just speak to it for half an hour or however long I've been talking, and see what happens. See how good you feel at the end of it, because I think by the end of it you will feel a lot better. This is editor Leo and little Jasper here, interrupting the video because normal Leo's waffling far too much, although he is being honest, to be fair to him. I think part of me didn't want to be happy. Part of me wanted a stew in my sadness, almost that I deserved it. I think there was a massive amount of self-doubt and really extremely low self-esteem, just thought like lack of self-worth, thinking that I'm worthless. I think your mind is your biggest enemy at points. That certainly was the case for me. It's really difficult when you are fighting your own brain. Who can you turn to? Because you can't turn to yourself, because you're not thinking rationally in those situations. Now, I would say the best way to deal with that is by talking to someone, but I didn't. So how can I sit here and say that is the case when I didn't? It's best to turn to things like this. Film yourself, get it all out in a safe space where you feel comfortable talking and letting your emotions out. You don't have to release this video, right? You could record it, listen to it, think about what you really said. I mean, it's been interesting recording myself as an experience and listening back to what I've said, because there's certainly points that I didn't get across, and although I would like to try and get it perfect, you can't. I think there's part of it is about letting go, and, you know, for me at least, getting the story out there. And if I have to make any further videos on it, then I will. I think the experience as a whole has really helped me. It's felt really good to get it out, and I'd recommend this experience to anyone. So yeah, back to normal Leo. Happiness, or more importantly, unhappiness, is the battle of the mind. You're going to war with yourself. That's the person who's trying to tell you right now you're not happy. And you're the only person who could ultimately change that. So here are the routines that I do to be happy, or to try and live a happy life. I wake up and think to myself, not even say it out loud, but today is going to be a good day. I'll have a shower. Now this, I will admit, this was a lot easier in summertime. In these colder months, I don't do it as cold, but a big thing for me is cold showers. Now I know that's probably already scared a lot of you away, and, you know, fair enough to anyone who doesn't want to do it. I'm not going to judge you, and certainly ease yourself into it. I didn't go freezing cold straight away, but there was a massive feeling, a massive buzz, this almost adrenaline fight or flight feeling your body does as soon as you're submerged under the cold water. Then as soon as you hit the cold water, I affirm to myself, either out loud, probably so, to be honest, at first it was almost shouting, I am strong, I am powerful. You can say what you want, by the way, but this is something I would usually say. I'm strong, I'm powerful, today is going to be a good day. And it's these kind of affirmations that you're tricking your brain. You're telling yourself that today will be good, I will be successful, I'm going to be, more importantly, I'm going to be happy while doing it. Today's going to be great. The world is beautiful, the world is wonderful, and I'm so happy that I could share this right now. And most importantly, I really hope that this could reach someone who really needs to watch this video. Make a final point and share a quote with you that I really like, and it goes like this: to live a comfortable life, you must put yourself in uncomfortable circumstances, or words of that effect. And I think it's very true. I think the same could also be said about finding happiness. The truth is, you're not always going to feel happy. There's going to be days where you're going to be filled with negative energy. But it's just about fighting that. It's about the consistency in the routine. If happiness is truly something that you want, then you have to fight hard to become happy and work on it every single day. It will get a bit easier with time, but then there's going to be plenty of days that you're going to have an uphill battle all the way. But it's that fight, because the world is such a wonderful place, and I hope that you can all find beauty and positive. Please comment down below anything on this, really. I am very nervous, so please try and be nice, but any constructive feedback is also appreciated. Please share your own ways of how you stay happy, how you pulled yourself out of a miserable slump, because I would love to hear it. I'm not perfect. I don't always have incredible days. I have really hard moments still. There's a lot of things in my life that I need to improve on, ways that I could be happier, but I'm trying. Every day's a school day. I've been Leo, and this is me signing off. Al30 is my channel. Bye guys, look forward to reading the comments. See you in the next one. Bye.